Welcome back to this week's edition of JPTV. We're your anchors. I'm Thomas Turner, and joining me is the lovely Sammy Zug.
This week, we'll be taking a look at Valentine's and cookie decorating and more. This year's Shine pageant with 139 Ministries is Friday at 3 p.m. in the Fortenberry Theater. The Shine pageant is a time for those with intellectual and developmental disabilities to have an afternoon of fun and a way to shine their light on others. Jackson Prep students are encouraged to volunteer their help with the pageant. Elizabeth and AK met with Miss Atkinson to learn more.
Miss Atkinson, what is the Shine pageant?
The Shine pageant is a collaboration between Jackson Prep and 139 Ministries, which is an organization based on Psalms 139 that is quoted as that we're all fearfully and wonderfully made. And so it focuses on special needs teenagers and giving them opportunities to do fun things and have special experiences. And so on Saturday, they'll be having a beauty pageant and talent show that will be held here at Jackson Prep at 3 o'clock in Fortenberry. And it'll just be a great opportunity for our special needs friends to showcase their talents and to have a fun afternoon.
Okay. How can students get involved with the Shine pageant?
So the main way that our students are helping is through being buddies for the special needs contestants. Each one of the contestants is paired with a student from Jackson Prep, and the buddy's responsibility will be to kind of make sure that the contestant is where they're supposed to be at all times, and then they'll be on stage with them and helping with their talent as needed, and just kind of being a one-on-one buddy for these for our special needs contestants. So it's a great opportunity, and I still need a few if you're able to come and help.
Percy Oliver and Wells Jordan talked with Matthew Murley about the upcoming golf season.
Hey, I'm here with Matthew Murley. Matthew, how are you doing today?
Doing good, how are you?
I'm doing great. So you're on the golf team, you're on the A team. What is y'all's next big event?
So Friday, we have the Patriot Cup, which is like a intramural type deal. We like pick teams and just like play against each other basically.
So how has the team been preparing for this golf season?
Well, we kind of, so non-other sport players, I guess, have been practicing like every Monday, but it's on us to like go and practice by ourselves, but I've kind of been busy with like soccer and stuff, so I'm not very prepared right now.
Man, well, I bet you'll warm up quick. Today, to raise some excitement about golf, we're going to be hitting some stuff in slow motion. Are you ready for that?
I'm so ready.
Okay, let's go. So Matthew, you said that you do multiple sports, you do golf and soccer. What does golf differ from the other sports you play?
Well, I never run in golf and I run in soccer a lot, so it's completely different going from running a lot in soccer to not running at all. It's kind of like more relaxing, but it's also very frustrating, so not very relaxing.
Yeah, I've heard that golf is a really frustrating sport. Does that have to do with the individuality of it? Because I know in soccer you're always playing with a team. What is it like not playing with a team and just playing you versus yourself?
Well, you have to rely on yourself, and when you hit a bad shot, when you think you're going to hit a perfect shot, you have something visioned out, and then you just hit a bad shot, and it's very frustrating.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna look so cool. Okay.
Oh!
You speak of hitting a bad shot. Could you break down a golf swing for us real quick?
Okay. Well, right now, I have a boot on, so it's kind of hard, but...
That's not part of it.
Yeah, you know, rotating.
Okay, you gotta rotate your hips.
You gotta rotate, but you know, this club face, you're supposed to hit it like in the middle. You're supposed to hit it in the middle, but sometimes you don't, and it doesn't go where you want it to.
So when the ball doesn't go where you want it to, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with failure in golf?
You just have to flush it. Memory of a goldfish.
Yes, sir.
As we all know, Valentine's Day is coming up soon. Thomas and Eliza asked some students some questions about the popular holiday. Let's take a look.
Today I'm here with Sam Stogner. Sam, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Oh yeah.
What's your ideal Valentine's date?
McDonald's or maybe a Wendy's 4 for $4.
Right on. What did the tortoise say on Valentine's Day?
I have no idea.
I totally love you. Margaret Oliver, what's your ideal Valentine's date?
Probably going on a date with Thomas.
Maybe it'll have to happen.
Maybe it
Des Moines, do you have a Valentine's on this Valentine's Day?
I do, actually.
Who is that lucky soul?
Kay Cawthorn.
Kay Cawthorn. Today I'm here with Candace Holman. Candace, do you have a Valentine's this Valentine's Day?
I do.
You do. Who is that? Who's the lucky soul?
William Laird.
William Laird. John Ed, Valentine's Day is coming up, my friend.
Yes.
Do you have a Valentine's this year?
I do.
Who's that lucky lady?
Claire Crosby.
Claire Crosby. Luke Harrigal, do you have a Valentine's Day? Valentine's is coming up. Do you have a Valentine's this year?
I do.
Who is that lucky lady?
Margaret Dye.
Would you rather give her flowers or chocolate on this Valentine's?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. That's a good man right there. Luke Harrigal, everybody. Absolute insane JPTV exclusive. Valentine's Day is coming up. And who better to see than star quarterback Paxton Thompson and his lovely lady, Miss Gracie Atkinson right here. Gracie, you and Paxton are obviously going to be hanging out on Valentine's Day.
Obviously.
Just a little forthcoming, what would you rather have, chocolate or flowers?
Flowers.
If you could have an ideal Valentine's Day, where would you go?
Kessler Prime.
Kessler Prime, bringing up the big bucks, eh? This interview was brought to you by the loves of our school right here, me and Eliza.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Have you ever wondered, where can I get my Jackson Prep apparel? Well, then I've got the answer for you. Right here at the Jackson Prep Patriot Shop, open 3 days a week on Patriot Avenue, we've got everything you need. We got t-shirts, we got tank tops, we got sweatshirts, we've got sweatpants, we've got polos, we've got blankets, we've got teddy bears, face masks, and other fun accessories. We've even got duffel bags and stadium chairs. And we've even got football. So shop till you drop at the Patriot Shop, open 3 days a week, right here on Patriot Avenue.
Here at Jackson Prep, we strive for excellence and greatness. We take pride in our athletes, our program's histories, our facilities, our state championships, and our all sports awards. The Booster Club allows our athletes great benefits. With the Booster Club, we are able to remodel facilities such as the new locker room under the stand or the new women's weight room. We would like you to join the Booster Club today at jacksonprep.org.
Hi, I'm Avery Williams with your JPTV weather report. Tomorrow we can expect cloudy weather, but sadly it is supposed to rain on Saturday, the day of winter formal. So let's keep our hopes up for good weather during and after the dance. The rest of the week we can expect cloudy weather with highs in the 60s, lows in the 30s, and a 60% chance of rain on Tuesday. We will be right back after this commercial break with sports, but before that, here are the birthdays of the week.
As parents, we want our kids to choose the best path. At Jackson Prep, we'll have a community surrounding your child and helping your child have the confidence and skills to not just choose the right path, but to run it. Throughout their life, they'll face endless choices. That doesn't change, but they will.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Jackson Prep Sports. I'm your sports anchor, Duncan Matthews, and let's talk about what happened this past week. The Jackson Prep boys soccer team completed their outstanding regular season. They defeated Hartford with a score of 5-1. The Patriots only lost 2 games all year and did not lose a conference game. They would go into the playoffs as the #1 seed as they look to win another state championship. The 2 varsity basketball teams played at Park Lane on Tuesday night. The boys won with a score of 63-50. The boys have been playing well and will play again Friday night, senior night, against MSAHA. The girls unfortunately lost last night with a score of 70-62. Claire Crosby led the Patriots with 20 points. The girls will also play on Friday night against MSAHA. That's it with this week's segment of Jackson Prep Sports. We'll be right back with a short commercial break.
At Jackson Prep, creativity is in our DNA. But for each of us to discover our artistic possibilities,
it takes help from dedicated members of the Prep family.
By joining Applause, you make creativity come to life at Jackson Prep.
with your support, I can discover my voice.
Discover my creativity.
My opportunity.
My dream.
My vision.
My passion.
My moment to shine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting the arts at Jackson Prep and for giving us a gift that will stay with us forever.
Join Applause this school year as the Fine Arts program at Jackson Prep leaves a lifelong impression on students' hearts and minds. We would love to grow this legacy with your support and dedication. Join Applause today.
In recent prep news, senior Edward Wilson recently won the Regional Poetry Out Loud at Jackson State University. Alexis Renee and Ryan Groby talked to him to learn more about the competition that will take place on March 9th and will be live streamed from Mississippi Public Broadcasting.
Hey y'all, I'm here with Edward Wilson. Edward recently placed first place in the Regional Poetry Out Loud competition. Edward, what poem did you recite?
So you actually do two in the preliminary regionals. So my first one was Beautiful Wreckage. It's a war poem, and it's by W.D. Earhart. And my second one is a more classical one. It's La Belle Dame sans Merci. It's French, obviously, because I'm me. And it's by John Keats.
What can ail thee, knight at arms, alone and palely loitering? The sedge has withered from the lake, and no birds sing.
What's your next step in the Poetry Out Loud process?
It's pretty awesome. So we actually have what are called clinics where we'll meet with a lot of theatrical experts, including our very own Lawson Marchetti, graduate of Jackson Prep, who was a national finalist. And we'll work with them, and that's next week. And after that, myself, along with the next 8 finalists, so the top 9 overall from that contest, we'll have the state finals where we'll add a third poem, and the winner of that will be the national champion who goes to DC.
Okay, great. Edward, why do you like doing Poetry Out Loud competitions? Like, what drives you to be involved in them?
I like that question. I do. I, like many other people, really do not like learning poetry in English class. I consider it mostly a waste of time. But speaking out poetry, doing it orally, I think gives a new meaning to it and allows you to give a breath to it that makes it something different than just words on paper that were said 100 years ago. And it lets people like myself and a lot of other really great people who are at the contest really add a voice of their own to it and make it something new and more better to experience. It's really something that you can enjoy, like a movie or a TV show. And I think that that's a great thing to have in high school. It's a great thing for people to attach to early on. So it's fun for me to perform like that.
That's amazing. Well, Edward, so when are you doing your next competition so we can cheer you on?
I believe it's March 9th. Yeah, it'll be March 9th. That's when the state finals will be. It'll be at MPB and it'll be live streamed. So it'll be awesome.
Okay, perfect. Good luck and congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you like decorating cookies, Thomas?
Come to think of it, I think I do.
Did you know that Ms. Jackson hosts a cookie decorating class on Mondays at Prep? Well, I went to the class and it was pretty fun. Check out this segment where Gray and I interviewed her about the class. Today I'm here with Ms. Jackson, and Ms. Jackson is the head of the cookie decorating. Ms. Jackson, when did you start cookie decorating?
I started decorating cakes and cookies when I was 15. I worked at a cake shop as my high school job.
What is your favorite cookie that you've ever decorated?
Well, I love Christmas cookies, but I'm going to say probably the ones I just made, Troop Beverly Hills. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. If you haven't, you should watch it. But they're very cute, and I did the logo, and then I did some badges that are featured on the movie.
Those do sound so cute. What got you into cookie decorating?
So when I was looking for a job as a teenager, I met this lady who owned a cake shop, and she needed some help, so I started working there, and I took her classes, and it kind of just went from there.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jackson.
Thank you.
Today I'm here with fellow cookie lover, Lizzie Kellum. Lizzie, you've taken this cookie decorating class. How was it?
It was really fun, and I did it with my mom and Maggie Birdsall and her mom, and it was a great way to spend time with our parents and each other.
Thank you, fellow cookie lover. Today I'm here with
Duncan Matthews.
And Duncan didn't go to cookie decorating last night with Miss Jackson. He was supposed to meet his mother there. He didn't go. You got anything to say about that?
Okay, well, first of all, I had a mandatory soccer game I had to be at last night. We beat Hartfield in a score of 5-1, and I had to be there because the baseball team cooked out for it. So I really had no other option than to go with Miss Jackson. I told her I would be there. My mother actually did not show up to it, so I think we're okay. But I'm sure whenever I walk into the high school building here in about 45 minutes that I will be in trouble by Miss Jackson.
Lies. Lies. Are you a cookie hater?
No, I'm not a cookie hater.
Do you enjoy cookies?
I don't eat them that much, but cookies are good.
If you could decorate a Valentine's cookie right now, what would you put on it?
You know, honestly, I'd probably put Greg Glaze's face on it. Because when I look at him, I see somebody who is truly special and somebody that is very hardworking. And
so, moral of the story is Duncan and Reeves, now, thank you for mentioning his name, are flakers and cookie haters.
don't skip cookie class.
Thanks for tuning in.
We'll catch you next time.
And as always,
Go Prep.